fucking bucket.
A day like this calls for McCain Fries and family, so just make it a Friday.
You and your family just shot to number one.
Wait, you hear that? Fast Axe is the number one movie in the world.
Hey, that way.
Police get hinto Ganama sit lai jadim Del bedausen Eskamadumus and Negnigim in Jasin Police get hinto Ola bin again mid again Del bedausen Eskamadumus and Negnigim Seyasin Don't was the deck bonik by do.
Good afternoon. How you guys doing? Give me a second to set up. Did you guys see my StreamYard stream pop up anywhere? Just wondering. I tried to do a StreamYard. I have no fucking clue if it worked. I couldn't find myself. I could not find myself. And so I stopped it. And I just started a regular stream. Hey, that way. Hi, Wolf Dude One. Hey, Mama Bear. I have a question. Hit me. I'm ready. Hi, Jelly Jungle. Good to see you earlier too, dude. I was there for the whole stream. I just didn't chat. After I said hello, I put it aside and I was just rocking out to your vibes. You know, just listening to the music. That way, how's my day thus far? Good. I've been quiet for a handful of days. I don't know. So I was like, oh, just do it. Just do it. Come on today. Hi, Project MGTF. Boom. Jumping in to say howdy. How you doing? Why? Wolf dude, that's not a question, that's a statement. I gave up on true love. I'm also giving up on source. Why? True love is. It's not the romanticized. Oh, if you gave up on true love, are you also giving up on source? Yes and no. Because your perceived idea of what true love is through a matrix-based programming, what you've been taught in your life, what movies, books, all the bullshit, and that's not real. So I've given up on true love as well, right? From the perspective of a human who believed love should be a certain way, etc. I've given up on that too, right? And what my perspective of true love actually is a whole other level. I don't know if that makes sense, Wolf Dude. And we can think we can give up on source, but I don't think that we can. Just like we can believe that we've sold our soul, but I don't believe that a soul is sellable. That's my perspective. You know what I mean? I think that you can believe you sold your soul. We can believe other people sold their soul, but you can't actually sell it. You know what I mean? That's just a part of feeling as if you've given away your power. But our power, it's us. We choose to just grab it back. You know what I mean? Nice, Project MGTF. Damn, I wish you was in Canada. And if you have any channel dude or dudess that's in Ontario specifically in Canada, share the link. I need somebody who knows vehicles. I need to find a vehicle, and I'm 51 years old. I bought like over 2 handfuls of vehicles in my life, I think. I've never had so much trouble finding a used vehicle. Ever. It's been months now. Months. This being said, when the divine timing comes in, it'll happen, eh? Hi, Bad Barney No Bullet. How you doing, dude? Exactly. The question is, true love, and does it really exist? Yes, because love is eternal. The thing about love is the half of the program is that, we're going to love someone forever and be consistently giving them the same energy all the time. But we can't. You know what I mean? So a husband and wife can choose to be together forever till death do us part, but unless they actually both actively participate to grow and evolve, understand each other, compromise, stay true to their own integrity, you can do all that you want. It's not going to work. You have to do, both of them have to do the work, right? So that's the thing. My ex that I've been apart from for years now, but about a year or two after we were separated, he said to me, as per how I was acting consistently with him all the time, he said, wow, you said you would love me forever, and you do. And I was like, yes, but my body, the intimacy of man and wife, that part is gone. It can't be rekindled or brought back. And if it can, I don't see the potential of it. But who knows what could happen, you know what I mean, in the future on some level. Not saying it could never happen, because as soon as you say something will never happen, usually it does. But that frequency, the attraction, the smell of him wasn't even, I went from years of like my dude, right? My whole inner body, my radar knows he's mine at the time, to like, can't stand the smell, right? Because it's like a whole body thing for me. It's not just, energy doesn't lie. Wolf dude, truck will happen. Thanks, sweetie. First card up I pulled earlier, 28, spontaneity. I tried to be spontaneous earlier and started a StreamYards thinking, hey, I'm feeling like wee today. I'll bring up one or more people and we can talk together, but it either didn't work or I didn't have the patience to stay long enough and be by myself on a screen for over 5 minutes and wonder, is this actually working? Because I couldn't find it on my second device. And if the live stream was working, then I should have been able to find myself, to watch myself from another device, but I couldn't find it. So it's like, that was my sign to just go back to the way that I usually stream. So yeah. How's you guys doing? How's your dream time? What's up in your realities? I've been pretty quiet for a handful of days. I don't remember when my last stream was. Not because anything is particularly happening in my reality. Things are doing really good. And that's it. That's all I gotta say about that. Last couple nights by the fire, and didn't even think to like restream or anything. I was just in the moment. Project MGTF. I did a spontaneous live stream 5 minutes ago. I was eating a pot noodle. Right on. Wolf dude, in dream time I can fly, and boy do I, even when my back starts to hurt, it's the best. Roar. Right on, sweetie. I don't particularly have I don't know what would be the word, a craving to fly or anything. If I wanted to fly, I would have come into this incarnation like as a bird or a dragonfly or something. I've had dreams where I can fly, but they don't particularly rock my world or anything. I don't know if that makes sense. You know? Hi, Raul. How are you? Raul. That's how I would say it with my French accent. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it properly. You're a student? What does that mean? Hi, Alex. How you doing? How's Romania energy today? Gotta go? Thanks for coming in, Project. Have a super day, dude. Okay, so second card up, Earth Pulsing. You else having waterfall imagery or synchronicities, things popping up for them? Earth pulsing, the pulse of mother, slow down, time in nature. A mysterious pulse is woven through all of life. The planet itself has a rhythm. You can see it in the seasons and the tides. Our world of artificial lighting, long working hours, and modern conveniences, it's easy for us to feel stuck and off kilter. It's time to reconnect with the earth and surrender to the pulse of the earth. Earth pulsing is my favorite tool for surrendering to the rhythmic pulse of Mother and the entire universe. It says to download, if you want, like an Earth Pulse meditation at www.starseedoracle.me. I'm not one to do meditations or be guided by other people. Okay, Raul. I'm not sure how to react to that. And the fact that you said that you were a student, if you're underage, well, sorry, you don't belong. I don't mean to say that in a bad way. I'm not here for, you know what I mean? I'm not here for minors, no matter what country. Many of us are disconnected from the land beneath us. Somewhere along the way, a severing happened, a moment when it became so painful to stay connected. We feel unsupported and as if we don't belong. We look to other people in the external world to fill the void of that connection, holding and belonging once given to us by the earth, taking, clutching, and conquering, longing for others to receive us fully as Mother once did. Forgetting that she's still here. She's been here all along. She's waiting for us to remember and activate the part of us that longs to receive her embrace. When you consciously connect with the earth, a veil is lifted and she opens up and receives you more fully. You're able to drink from her sweet waters and release that which no longer serves you. Stagnant energy falls away and you become connected to all of things on the planet. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Hi, Jim. Yeah, I'm not really, I don't like to feel like I'm not welcoming to new names or new energy, because I am when I feel that there's a connection there or a true frequency. And otherwise, I'm not going to lie, I'm on guard right now and just in general these days. You know what I mean? My channel's super clean. I got nothing creepy, and I want to keep it that way, and that's it. You know what I mean? There's something to be said for someone choosing to, speak certain ways and really show up in a way that you know that they're real, right? If that makes sense. Wolf dude, I'm gathering tribe in my dreams. Roar. In what way do you mean? Like new, are you dreaming of faces, voices, cadence, tones? Are you dreaming of certain of us that you're with us? I'm having a lot of dreams. I'm very busy with people. Often there's at least one person that I recognize from my YouTube family. Specifically these days, or in the last, let's say, couple weeks, Kelly Ryan O'Brien, Annie D, Alice G, that I have like full recall of certain things that I dreamed of us together. This being said, there's a lot of other faces I'm just not recognizing or bringing back the recall. Because when I do, it's like, boom, I'm on it and I'm telling somebody I dreamed of us. You know what I mean? Hi, Special Moms. Special Needs Moms Talks. How are you, sweetie? I saw you up there. I just taking care of business with the other, just in case. Happy Toes Day, you guys. Thanks, Jim. Thank you for coming in this morning. You guys as well. Again, I haven't streamed in a few days. I'm not as consistent as I prefer to be, but I'm also keeping to myself when I feel the energies are when I feel the energies are just a certain way, and it's like I'm not putting myself out to be a whipping post or to be like, I just, some days I just don't have patience, you know what I mean, for stuff. And so I'm making sure that I'm grounded enough to be able to, you know what I mean, sustain whatever energy is needed from me when I do come in. Yeah. This being said, there's so much shifting, so much acceleration and everything that, you know, the other day, announcing another well, not announcing, but learning of another Skywatcher that's transitioned, Mr. Butterbud. There's a few things in my, excuse me if I don't pronounce the name right, there's a few things, tributes, and there'll be more coming as far as I saw from a certain channel. So yeah, you know, being live and then all of a sudden, like, boom, someone else has transitioned. It's like, I got to be able to hold myself together, right? Anyways, Alex, it's a beautiful day in Romania. I just worked a little more today than usual, so I have muscle soreness. Roar. Outside doing stuff, Alex? Regular stuff around your place, or helping out some neighbors or someone? Thank you, sweetie. Special Needs Moms Talks. I missed you and I hear that. I'm glad you're here now. Yes, we're all here now. Yeah, and I had a beautiful weekend. It wasn't that my energy or that I felt off. Sometimes it's just nice to keep it to myself and Lily, and you know what I mean? Just be present in the now. I've had some clarity. I've had mega clarity in the last few days of why my timelines that I'm trying to manifest have not been working out. And that's a pretty cool feeling. I don't know. I'm not going to talk details about it, but for months I've been wanting to manifest certain things for me and Lily, and trying, and just, I have no words for how I've either felt blocked or how I've wanted to do something and then my body hurt, or just the energy wasn't there, or just it wasn't working, or anxiety, you name it, it came up when I was trying to manifest. And I've got clarity of why. So, and it's a beautiful why that's making it that the timeline I want I've not been able to pull it in and just make it happen. And again, I don't feel like sharing very openly right now and saying like the details of it, but I want to put it out there so that if anybody else is like in that manifesting of wanting certain things for their reality and it's not working out, and just there always seems to be something that the potential of there being all of a sudden the clarity of, oh, whoa, this has to happen before I can do that, or this is what I didn't know before, and now I know. And there's a lightness of being, because if you just watch vids and people talking or read articles, the whole like law of attraction, you want something, you just make it happen. And for myself, I come from a perspective where, yes, there is free will, we have it, but then some of us graduate up to divine will. It's not about what free will is anymore. It's about divine will and what's meant for us, our highest timeline, right? And not manifesting small little timelines that we have to separate ourselves from as we're heading towards that divine timeline. So, yeah, anyways, it's nice. The clarity came all of a sudden, and it's just like, whoa, okay, if I would have been able to manifest even half of what I wanted, I wouldn't have been in place for what's going to happen. So, it's a really cool feeling to have that validation. Your vid the other day helped me out a lot too, Zigzag. I forget what you named it. Was it even yesterday? I'm not good with remembering how long stuff was. But the clarity that finally came, and I was asking for it, was like I needed, it was yesterday, eh? Yeah, I needed clarity, because at some point it's like, okay, if nothing's working out for me to manifest what I want, is it because it's not meant to be ever? Like, am I like totally bypassing or totally like sidetracking? And then when the revelation, the aha and the boom clarity came, it was like, oh, okay, it really is a question of me having to be here, exactly here, not anywhere else, here in a few weeks for what's coming for me and Lily. So it was cool. And again, I don't mean to be like cryptic or not share, but if there's one thing I've learned in the last handful of months, is that I'm live streaming to a whole entire, or anybody can press on me and watch, and not everybody has the best intentions for me and Lily. And some people have really amazing intentions for me and Lily until they're mad at me, and then all of a sudden they change the script inside their heart and they're wishing me like yucky shit, not realizing that what they're wishing bad for me because they're mad at me is ripple affecting for my daughter as well, right? Praise those who are of love and light and embodiment and all that shit when they turn on you sometimes, and right, that feeling of what it feels like, and feeling, right, energy doesn't lie, and the visions, the knowing of how somebody's feeling, even if they're not telling you, it's just right there everywhere, right? Anyways, put my glasses back on. How's it going, Zigzagzilla? Brighter than the future. Is that Alex? I'm gonna check and cheat. I think it's Alex. Otherwise, I have no clue. No vids, 54 subscribers, United States. I don't know, brighter than the future. Who is you? I know you've been here before because you're blue. Wolf dude is all a soul tribe for me. The light warriors, the healers, the shamans, all types are multidimensionally coming in. Some I recognize a lot. I don't know, but I'm excited and I'm manifesting reasonably well lately. Awesome, dude. Alex says, I don't have patience nowhere. I have a lot, but don't fucking push my buttons, because I've had it with certain stuff, right? I'm not here to enable the drama or the puppet show or the games or whatever, if that makes any sense. Okay, card number 40. This deck is reasonably new. I've only had it I don't know, we got it the other day when we went to the mall. And I can't remember when that was, so it must be at least a month. So I've never seen this card before. Diversity, Two-Spirit, 40. The term Two-Spirit is used by Indigenous people to speak about a person who identifies with both masculine and feminine energies. Folks who hold this beautiful identity open our minds to the truth that there's a diversity of gender. There can be fluidity to our fixed and binary understanding of identity. With an open heart and mind, we can move beyond what we have known. I don't know, I've always believed that there's Two-Spirit. I know this much is true because I can actually see it in children between the age of 2 months and 2 years. But I'm there's stuff that I just happening in this reality right now that I don't feel comfortable with the card on some level. I don't know if that makes sense, but maybe it's just because certain stuff came up lately and it's just like, whoa, it's inconceivable, the mutilation. It's inconceivable to me, certain things right now, that if a child can't decide what time they go to bed or to have a tattoo when they're 10, that they're, you know what I mean? That there's laws and stuff happening of certain things. So, sorry, love ya, but staying the fuck away from that card. I think that's the first time that's ever happened to me with my cards. And it's not that I don't believe. I know we are souls inhabiting a body, but there's just too much around that right now. I can't pull more of that through. Sorry. I'm not sorry. Spider Woman, card 48, Destiny. Special needs moms talks. It's nuts. Yeah. It's just to the point where, like, there's some stuff that I fully resonate with, and there's other stuff that is just, it's inconceivable to me. And because I don't allow myself to dip into certain things, I wasn't aware. But then I saw certain mastectomy pictures not long ago, and it would be one thing if, you know, a child of 10 years old would be looking at the picture with the most beautiful smile, being like, I am me, I'm so happy. But the pictures, eyes don't lie. Eyes are the seat of the soul. They're not happy. And so where I'm at with all this is like to the point of, it's just, everything just seems to be looping more and more and more stuff, right? The whole, and it's just, yeah. Cheers. What? Are you fucking kidding me, Alex? Dude, I've known you for over 4 years, seen you comment in my stuff, and people across the world have never seen you type anything like that, ever. I don't know what that person was saying or what they were talking about to make you feel like that, but holy shit. Alex, today I even wrote to someone, he's a dick-sucking freak, gay, and I never write anything like that. No shit. If anyone has ever stayed consistent for years, because guess what? I've been shocked before, where, you know, people have written on my timelines, come into my streams, I've seen them in other streams, and they had a consistency that it's like, this is who they are. And then all of a sudden, I'm guided to a stream I've never been, I'll probably never go to again, and whoa, there's somebody who I thought didn't play certain games, fucking poking the bears, teasing, bullying, shaming, enjoying the drama, and I'm like, what the actual fuck? And this has been happening to me for a couple months now, where I'm guided into these live streams or videos or places that I've never been, but what's showing up is like, holy fuck, I would have never thought this person spoke this way, because they've been so consistent with me for years. I've woken up twice in the middle of the night, been guided to grab my phone, to see just little excerpts of stuff that, what the fuck? Whoa, okay. I'm so naive. I didn't know. I could have never. I would have fucking bet my life on that motherfucker, that woman, thinking never, never. And here it is in plain sight. And it's being shown to me in order for me to stay aligned with myself and to like take the blinders off for certain people, I guess. Some things, when I check in the morning, they're completely gone. So, you know, somebody posting something in a certain timeline in the middle of the night, leaving it up for a few hours, and it's gone. So it's like, whoa, special, to say the least. How's it going, Amber? Yes, Amber, exactly. They're just supposed to be kids. What difference does it make what their gender is? It's ridiculous. Exactly. And it's the thing of, I'm 51 years old, and I've known many people in my life path who they knew they didn't want children, so they wanted a vasectomy or whatever it's called for a woman in their early 20s, and they were completely refused. They were refused of their own consent, right? Doesn't matter if they consented, doesn't matter if they wanted it. They weren't allowed to have the vasectomy or the whatever it is called for women, sorry, I forget, until they were 30 years old, because they were being told, no, we will not massacre your fucking body at 20, 21, 22 when you don't know enough about yourself, your life, and what you truly want. You know what I mean? If you still feel this way when you're 30, yeah, come in and we'll do it, but otherwise, no, we won't. And so, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, right? As well, I can see within children very, very young, if they're going to grow up and say, I'm bisexual, for example, or I'm this or I'm that. I see it when they're toddlers. So, yes, there are some kids who come through knowing something about themselves and just that's it, they know. But there's still a timeline to be had. And it's the same as when my daughter was like, Amy was very fascinated with tattoos very young. I think she was like 6, 7, 8 years old, asking me, how old do I have to be to get my first tattoo? And my response to her was, when you feel your body is actually formed enough that, you know what I mean, you're not going to grow more, etc. And when you truly, truly, truly know what you want, that's the age to get a tattoo. You don't get a tattoo when you think you're going through a phase and, you know, you love like certain things when you're a certain age, and then all of a sudden, like 2 years later, you don't even like that anymore, right? Like there it has to be something so significant that you know it belongs on your body. And I think she knew by the time she was 16 or 17, and she only manifested it when she was 17 or 18. Like, I can't remember the exact numbers of the date, you know, the exact number. But personally, if I would have got tattoos when I was young and I knew what I wanted when I was 16, 17, 18, I'd have a bunch of fucking like fucked up shit on me that I wouldn't be proud to have. And even at the time, I remember I was waiting until I knew what I wanted, that I would be happy for the rest of my life. And I waited till I was 21, and my first tattoo is on my left hip, and it's a dragonfly. And I still stand by that tattoo today. Right? All of my tattoos, I stand by them. They are meant to be on me. You know what I mean? There's not a regret of like, oh, I got, you know, an upside down cross or 666. Not that I don't have a certain belief system. Just, it's not what I want to represent me on parts of my body, but the dragonflies are, right? Alex, sometimes it mattered, Amber, they keep attacking me. I've never seen anybody attack you either, Alex. I don't know what kind of place you were in all of a sudden. All I know is that things are very playing themselves out, and you know, energy flows where your attention goes. Sometimes it's hard to find a safe spot to feel I want to put my energy right now. Okay. Spider Woman, Destiny, 48. Legend shares that Spider Woman is a helper of the people, inspiring creation of the spider web charm, otherwise known as the dream catcher. The spirit of your destiny speaks to you through Spider Woman and the dreams she helps weave into being. She guides you back into your mother's womb and beyond, reminding you of your pure existence before you manifested into form. A pure woven miracle you are, made of the stars, earth, wind, and the rain. There are a few potential destiny paths that are available to you now, and with intention, she helps you collapse those that are no longer for your highest good. And only you will know the next steps to take towards a timeline that is of the most aligned frequency. Activating your creative energy, she reminds you to follow your inspiration and retrieve the destiny that's laid out for you. It's time to follow through on your heart's desires and stop steps being revealed to you. With Spider Woman's magical medicine, you are in a perfect position to walk in alignment with what was seen for you years before you came to Earth. She protects your dreams and asks you to trust the resilience of the web she has weaved for you. I forget, is she 11 like Lily, or is she a bit older? Amber, Lala wants her nose pierced already, and I don't know. Yeah. Except for the years, I'm a big fan of, your body has to be shaped and formed. And I know that our girls are growing fast and quickly, and that, boom, it's just going to stop. I get it. But I don't know. Is there a part of her that feels like, what part of her that feels that she wants it so much, right? Depending. 11, that's what I thought. That's what I thought I remember, that they were exactly the same age. You're good, by the way, Amber? Right on. One thing's for sure is I'd rather know if Lily wanted something so bad that she was going to either try to do it herself or, have someone else do it, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like back in the day when certain of our parents would say no to ear piercing, people would take to the double or triple piercings. Well, okay, mom and dad said no, and then all of a sudden, people had a sleepover, went to a party, and there's somebody getting out the ice cubes and the needles, right? So to what point, right? Her friend has done it, and it does look cute. Yeah. Lily's talked about that she wants one, and it's more of a like first of all, as far as I know, eyes here and noses will close up, and you take it off and you can't tell. Belly buttons are what gets most infected, but I know nothing about nose and tongue so much, right? I'm not into piercings. I don't even wear earrings. This being said, on others, it can be really beautiful. Right? But for myself, I'm a kind of Amber. I get my sleeve caught in something. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine having any piercings anywhere because I am the kind of person who just, gets my sleeve caught somewhere. I get caught in stuff all the time. I can't even protect the nips, man. Protect the nips. That's all I gotta say about that. Ah. Amber, I made her sister wait till she was 15. Yup. And that's the thing. When we're the older sister, I don't know. I can't remember I'm an older sister and I paved the motherfucking way for my sister. Meaning I was the test tube child that had fucking full responsibility of having to take care of her. I had to fucking, beg, fucking whine, fucking prove myself to be able to go to a sleepover. You know what I mean? And I was raised in the city, and my parents and my sister moved when my sister was young. But she had a whole other different childhood and teenagerhood than I did. You know what I mean? So it's like, great. I, had to fucking prove I was worthy to go fucking sleep over at a friend's house by taking care of my sister for a fucking week, not being mean to her and blah, blah, blah. And there she is at fucking, her youth was fucking, it was a free for all of being allowed to do certain shit and not having, you know what I mean, to prove herself right or worthy. And I was always very conscious of that when I was raising Sam and Amy. And one of the things that often when Sam and Amy would fight, I would be very conscious that the little sister, Amy, would instigate to piss off Sam. I would either be hearing it and then not allow for like him to get in trouble because she pushed his buttons till he fucking popped her one, right? Or and stuff like that. Or when she became that she would like tantrum or yell or scream, it would be like, okay, well, guess what? I don't really care what he did. You're the one that's actually like being dramatic and hurting my fucking ears right now. So like, boom. You know what I mean? Again, and when I remember talking to my mom in my, my 20s or 30s, having the conversation about how different it was for my sister. And, I've had 2 children and Lily, and it's 3 different worlds that they've lived. But my mom's biggest thing was, I was raised in a suburb city, whereas my sister was in the middle of nowhere. So like she hitchhiked, she did certain things that I never did, right? Exactly, Amber. I had mine done until I ripped it out by accident. That shit hurts. Yeah. That's why as well the 11 to 15 is, depending on activities and certain things, an 11, 12-year-old will still get rowdy a certain way, whereas when you're a certain age, you don't like do certain things the same way. Anyways, let me know. Well, if she does get it done, show me a picture. Hi, Renegade Musings. Good afternoon, Jen and everyone. Good to be here. Thanks for being here. Welcome in, sweetie. How's things for you? Alex. Okay, it's the algorithm that got you into something. The stupid YouTube sometimes recommends idiotic videos, and of course no one told me to watch it, and that's why I often get upset. Yeah. I find that when I get guided into stuff that I'm not used to, sometimes I'm just really shocked of like, wow, no wonder the collective's so fucked up, right? You got people like saying they're this and they're that, and they got all these subs and all these people, and it's just like a bunch of fucking drama, right? It's not, it's 3D. You can call it whatever you want. Doesn't mean that that's what it is. You've been busy gardening, Renee? Oh, good for you. Yeah, Renee, yeah, I got an update today from someone in Drayton Valley. Renee, we finally got rain here in Alberta. Yay for the fire situation. Yeah. I've had a few people confirm or saw videos pop up, like Utah, Michigan. I'm here in Ontario. We got the smoke and the haze and the orange, red sunrise and sunsets. Today's very hazy. Did you get evacuated, Renee? As far as I know, there's still some places that people aren't allowed home. Gesundheit. That's German. Yes, it is. Yes, it's bless you. The way you say bless you to somebody. No. Eagle. An hour north? Renee says, not us. I'm an hour north of Drayton. Yeah. Eagle, ancestral healing. Your ancestors are holding space for you to heal your past. The eagle is a protector, flying through the sky, watching over you as you meditate and journey to meet with your guides. He's the facilitator for any spiritual exchange, holding that channel of energy open for you. If you choose this card, the other day there was 5 turkey vultures close, which is not common for city limits here. That was awesome. If you chose this card, you have spirits and guides wishing to communicate with you. Let the eagle lead you to them. In my experience, the eagle is a great shapeshifter, and he speaks to the heavens and earth almost like a translator for communication between us. The eagle brings a determination and confidence, strength and wisdom, powerful totem for all that are called to work with him. He can help you explore anything you feel you struggle to grasp fully. And in many cultures, he's a symbol of hope and salvation. I was going to say something before I grabbed the card, but I forgot. Whoa, for what, Amber? Gesundheit ist Santé. Thank you, Alex. $37, never-ending story, self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas. There's a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all matter of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this and you must not go there and you should not say that, lest the world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, that wants to protect you and needs you to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all that it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. Yeah, the turkey vultures was Sunday night? Saturday? I'm really confused as to my timelines of days of what I did. I remember Friday nights when we went out. So it was either Saturday or Sunday. And I had started the fire. It was around 7:30. And Lily looked up to the east. And she's like, whoa, what's that? And there was 5 of them. And they came close to the house, but not quite over us. And then went south. This is The Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. I thought of you, Amber, because we had talked about the turkey vulture, and I just felt really blessed because I wished for it, right? I can't get out to where their nests are and where their habitat is that they naturally are. And so I've been calling them, right? Calling that energy. So 5 was like really nice. I was jumping up and down like trying to get a vid, and the vid sucked. They were so far, and the vid sucked, but I didn't upload it. I shared it just with Annie. But it was amazing. I needed the vulture energy. Relationship message. Sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is, however. Right now, you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you wove about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believed all the narratives, because none of them were ever true anyways. And protection message. This is a time to avoid drama at all costs, especially when it comes to other people's stuff. I've been getting this for a while now, and it's like no matter what, as soon as anything feels off, it's like back away, Jen. You know what I mean? Back away. Your sensitivity's on overload these days, and you're best served by keeping your distance. Your mantra of not my circus, not my monkeys. The drama will pass and you will carry on unscathed and blameless. Indeed. And, you know, we can change the word to inner work, right? It might not seem as if drama is inner work, but honestly it is. Because especially right now, within that collective energy, some people have never been authentically themselves, and they got to get through the layers of it, right? And so that saying things that no, they wouldn't be accountable for that in a year, for example, but that they have to learn from right now. And I can say they and use we instead, and put myself in there as well, because I'm always learning as well, right? And sometimes we don't even realize the situation's got llama drama stuff, and we're in the middle of it, right? So back away. That's it. Hi, Sonola. How's it going, sweetie? Happy Toes Day. Yeah, and by using the word inner work when there's dramatic things happening and people are choosing drama, if you use that mentality, that perspective that their inner work is being done this way, it's just not a part of your timelines to participate, right? And when you let people do what they need to do for themselves without judging, analyzing, trying to get them to change, or, you know, sometimes it gets done faster, meaning nobody likes to be told what to do, right? So trying to change a timeline that's not a part of yours, it's not actually serving anybody. Does that make sense? Anyways, take what resonates from me and leave the rest. I'm going to read this card and move around, take a little break after. I've been on for almost an hour. 49, polar bear, nurture. Allow any anxieties and worries to be gently released and offered up to be healed. Polar bear holds loving, grandmother energy. She has the mothering instinct to guide you in the right direction. She's all about nurturing your energy and solar plexus. Call her energy in to hold you and show you the way. She will light up your options if you ask her for signs. Being a white animal, she's made of pure, brilliant light and is therefore connected to the angels and brings you an angelic connection to comfort and support you. If you feel down, upset, worried, or sad, fall back on her energy. She will encase you with white light to massage your heart and solar plexus for the gentle release of anxiety or worry that might be trapped. Her message is this: let me protect you, let me hold you and guide you as a grandmother would. I offer up the strength you need at this time in protection. I am going to share a video here that I watched earlier, and I'm going to make sure that I posted it in my community post, because I think I just went to start prepping food, that I might not have shared it. Lisa Harrison, she shared an excerpt of a live stream, and she was so spot on for certain things that I have experienced or am experiencing. And I'm going to go into it first. I share it here. So I just put in my community post, so if you don't grab it here, it's going to be in the community posts. First of all, she named the live stream excerpt 99 Luftballons, and it's like, whoa, I can't not go in and look at that. Last night, me and Lily made a fire, and that song, the Luftballons, were specifically speaking of that. As I was starting to listen, I was scrolling the comments. That's my way. Usually when I'm somewhere, I was scrolling the comments, and somebody said, oh, I didn't catch the live of this. I was busy milking my goat. And it's like, boom, the second conversation that we had just after the 99 Luftballons, Lily, I was grabbing a newspaper and throwing it into the fire, and there was a lawnmower picture, and Lily says to me, she's like, do you want a new lawnmower? And I was like, no, but I would take a goat. I'd rather milk a goat than put gas in a mower. And so the synchronicities of that excerpt of that stream was already like, whoa. One of the things she talked about in the stream was having burning in the heart space, and it's not heartburn that comes from food, anxiety, stress. It's a whole other level of burning, and I've been experiencing that for I don't know how many days now. It could even be a couple of weeks. And especially last week, a few days, where one of the ways that I get through things very fast is, instead of trying to stay sitting down, trying to function, trying to do things, just to go lay down. Because it's not just the, oh, I'm going to sleep it off. It's the, instead of my body being vertical, being horizontal helps things to pass through faster. And so the way, like how, what she was speaking of physically with our bodies. I don't know who's here that has me on IG. I shared a few different things in my top stuff that disappears after 24 hours, speaking specifically about how much our bodies are upgrading right now, to be gentle on ourselves, to allow for what we need, right? Anyways, I will be right back. I need to move around. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to stream today. Energy wise, I'm just here, and we'll see if there's anything else that needs to come up. No way, 2303 on the 23rd. It's 23/5/23 today. 555 day. I love it. I love it. Love those numbers. It's 404 here. 404. When I was young in Burlington, Ontario, there's a place called Club 404, and it was like for 13 to like 18 kind of years old type of thing, like underage on purpose. And I was only allowed to go a certain amount of times. Again, very just overprotected or just not allowed to do much in my youth, certain ways. And oh God. So this one time we were with a dude who had a car. I was about 16. And I said, I don't have my driver's license yet, but I can drive. Can I do donuts in the parking lot with your car? And he's like, sure. Because he was doing them first. And he let me drive. And yeah, I only did a half donut and then landed us in a snowbank. It basically went doom. Ended up in a snowbank. Bunch of us pushed the car out. We decided to stop doing donuts, stop fucking around, and go inside before we got ourselves into too much trouble. And so we're inside, and not long after we're there, a slow song comes on, and he comes and asks me to dance, and I was like, no. And he's like, but I let you drive my car. And I was like, no, I'm not dancing with you. He's like, but I let you drive my car and you hit a snowbank. You owe me a dance. And I was like, no, I don't. No, I don't. And he was so pissed. I can't remember his fucking name. But he was so mad. You owe me because I let you drive the car and you got it in a snowbank, so you owe me even more. And it was like, no, I don't. I don't owe you anything. I asked a question. You said yes. That's it. That's all. Right? I don't fucking owe you. Oh my God. Oh, fuck. As if. Yeah, Alex. Oh. Not even joking. Oh my God. Card number 28, Kyanite. I love the color. I've never seen any kyanite in real life, and if I have, I wasn't aware of it at the time. Resolving disputes, diplomacy, restoring harmony and mending fences and building bridges. Anybody who's been here for a while, if you're actually listening to me, I've slurred or messed up or mispronounced words a lot in the last 66 minutes. That usually coincides with seismic activity. So, just saying, excuse me, my connection, my connection to Earth, the Earth pulsing. I don't remember I said I don't need to go on a meditation. I feel the Earth. I'm so fucking connected, right? I don't need to go on somebody else's meditation to get connected. I'm so connected that usually when there's seismic activity, I slur words or just mispronounce a lot. It can also be an indication of solar flares and stuff. And right now it's like, it's fitting one solar thing. It's all back to back, right? Since last Monday. So just, yeah, thanks for bearing with me. And I do know how to pronounce and speak properly. I just sometimes, and how I slur or mispronounce a word can sometimes be a huge synchronicity as well, if that makes any sense at all. Good to know, yeah. Yeah, you might notice it in yourself or something else, you know what I mean? Um, when I use completely wrong words on an accident, didn't mean to, especially if I repeat them more than once or twice during the day, that's like a premonition of something somewhere. So, one example I'll give of that, back in 2019, I was doing a video and I kept saying Facebook. And it was like, there was no reason for me to say Facebook. I wasn't even on Facebook at the time. And it was just like, why the fuck do I keep saying Facebook? And then boom, the next day, the news and the reels and the fucking stuff popping up about Facebook had a leak. And it was like, oh, that's why I kept on saying that over and over. Or I'll be like, I'll have certain towns or cities or states even that I'll just repeat or say out loud, or that will pop up with my spell check even. And it's like, why? And then within a certain, right, it's usually between 12 and 36 hours at the most. Yeah, the solar stuff is just popping off. And what I find beautiful about that is that more and more I'm finding people who are speaking from the perspective of like, whoa, there's not going to be the grand flash event that it's like a slow drip, basically, that every, solar flare, every CME, every blah, blah, X class, M class, blah, 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 right? I'm not into the lingo, go to other experts for that, right? I just bring stuff through, and then you can go listen to someone else that, that's their purpose, because it's not my purpose. But I resonate with that, you know what I mean? It's not going to be like the one time thing, that it's happening all the time, right? And that's why as individuals, we're ready for certain, portals or certain things to open up inside of us, like boom, it does. Hi, Purple Spliff. How's it going, eh? Are you actually literally having a coffee, or you just put the coffee emoji? Just wondering, because I'm like craving a coffee, but I'm not going to make one while I stream. I like my coffee hot, and I don't tend to enjoy it anymore when it's cold. So I'll make one when I'm done. Amber, the radio station here at work went out too. Whoa, for how long? Is it still out? Is it still out? We have gusts of wind right now, and I feel that they're just gonna get like more prominent in the next 24 hours. And there's some sort of thunder, probably thunderstorm coming. We might not get it here, but it'll be close. We'll see. Harmony means that even though we're all different, we can blend our unique voices to create an ethereal chorus that uplifts us all. Kyanite Spirit messages that now is an excellent time for fixing sour notes that have appeared, resolving disputes, and healing rifts for the good of the all. Although we each have our own ways, we can learn so much and gain tremendous support when we let go of our rigid my way or the highway attitude, recognizing that we are all imperfect, perfectly imperfect. Looking for our commonalities can steady us when we're feeling a bit shaky. Exactly. Instead of trying or finding people and then seeing only everything through the eyes of, I don't have this or this in common, search for the commonalities, right? Don't give attention to the people, places, or things that don't resonate with you, so that we can amplify, right? That whole collective vibration, right? What we pay attention to. So if you're focusing on people that don't resonate with you, that you don't have things in common with, that don't elevate you or make you feel powerful beyond measure, you know what I mean? That's why collectively we can't we can't manifest a better world if we're not focused on what's the best for us at all times, right? Allowing the distractions to work is what perpetuates the whole shit show. You switched stations, Amber? Plus you noticed you were a little bit behind? Purple spliff. I just got back. The kettle is boiled. I'm having hot coffee. Rawr. I started making my coffee just the kettle and just one filter. And it's so yummy. It's perfect. I'm making like exactly 1 cup. Not having like more or less. Like if I want more, I'll make another one fresh, hot, and just like that pure coffee taste. No machine or nothing. Tune in to others and work towards harmony. You will find yourself growing and becoming stronger as a result. At this time, honesty is required. Be willing to look more clearly at others, your situation, and yourself so that you find ways to work together and find common ground when possible. We are all imperfect, but love and commitment to fairness helps us heal ourselves and our relationship. There's a value in different perspectives. We can agree to disagree. Many voices are needed in a choir. We're called to delight in differences. We all have to lean on each other, and we're always interconnected. Keep this in mind as you take action to heal hurt feelings and reconnect with others in your tribe. Relationship message. You might be right, and you might have the best idea in the room, but Kyanite Spirit is here to tell you, in this moment, you're called to be the bigger person, the diplomat, seeking to connect on a level of mutual understanding. There's a reason you wanted to connect with this person or those people, and now that you have the power to do it in a healthy way that honors you and them, they will learn from your modeling of diplomacy. You might be surprised by how much more readily your wisdom is heard when you reach out in love before trying to sway someone with logic. Mend fences and watch how much easier it is to harmonize with others. It's possible you've attracted a relationship where you're doing all the emotional work and the other person takes and sucks up all your energy. If so, Kyanite Spirit reminds you, you can always say no, end things if the balance isn't reached. If this is your choice, know that it's okay to free yourself from conflict. Exactly. The whole don't quit, don't give up. It's like, you know what? No, quit, give up, let people go. There is supposed to be a certain frequency that you have with others. And that doesn't mean it's going to be perfect. But the whole gaslighting, the bullying, the that's not what I said, the he said, she said, the drama, if people aren't backing away from it, it just keeps on perpetuating itself and gets bigger and bigger, right? So yeah, back away from the conflict and the certain things unless you're actually serving a greater good. Meditation with Kyanite clears the chakras and energy field. It brings harmony to situations where differing viewpoints exist, and it assists in resolution. This is an excellent stone to carry when you're attending meetings where any type of diplomacy is required. Alex, this card was written for me. Right on, dude. Ooh, 21, Demarterite. Organization and orderliness, clutter clearing and list making. Not all plans come to fruition, but in the planning, we do learn so much. Have you worked out your plans, making some lists and organizing your thoughts? Demarterite's spirit message to you is to take the ideas in your mind and commit them to paper in an orderly fashion. For you are supported right now in structuring plans that will help you achieve the fulfillment and healing you seek. Your mental discipline is enhanced now, so pull out your journal and start to write your to-do items. Draw arrows, make pictures that help you prioritize and acknowledge what's most important to you and what needs to be on the low end of your priority list, or drop it off your list altogether, right? Demorderite Spirit wants you to know that you'll feel stronger and more confident once you start working out your ideas on paper. And right now, your power to put it all together in a way that works for you is at its peak. Commit to organizing your ideas today, for the conscious universe wants you to know that you're better at this planning stuff that you might think. I don't know if anybody needs that besides me. I got a lot of things in my head. I ain't written shit down in months. Months. So, yeah. I'm seeing little arrows and drawings and a list or 3. Amber, you're ready for your coffee too? I'm going to pull another crystal to make it a trinity. 3. So, first one of the Trinity crystals, be diplomatic, take the high road. Second one, orderliness, make some plans, write them down. And what's the third? Agrine. I don't know if I'm pronouncing these right, but that's how my eyeballs see it. Oh, integrity. That would make sense, right? First spirit message from Crystal, Kyanite, diplomacy, taking the high road, less drama. Second one, be more orderly, make some plans, write them down. And then the third, which is the number 1 card, Agrine, integrity, solidarity, impeccability, reliability, and consistency. Those things are so important to me. Doesn't mean I'm always consistent in it all for myself. And I give a lot of leeway to others, but integrity matters. So does consistency. One thing I've noticed lately that I never really noticed before is people will use sort of titles for a live stream, maybe even have a description, and then go completely off. And it's got nothing to do, there's no integrity. And what I mean by that is if I'm guided to go into a live stream because, you know, it's talking from a certain perspective about certain things, and then it's just chaos, it's a shit show, it's drama. And, it's like, well, why don't you just change the title? Why would you put that title so that others of us who don't want to be a part of all this, right? So thanks for looking out for your fucking numbers, because once I've pressed on it, right, your numbers go where they go. But a lot of channels in the last week or so just deleted them. At least they won't pop up for me, right? If I think I'm going to go into a live stream or a video that's speaking, with an open heart and open mind, and it's completely the opposite, well, fuck you, right? Just back away. Not everybody's on YouTube for just distracting and entertainment purposes. You know what I mean? For real. Some of us are here about the quality, not the quantity. Numbers don't mean shit. Anybody who's ever watched me, I've never asked anybody to like, subscribe, and share. And I'm saying that out loud with my like, subscribe, and share, because don't, right? Don't share me out too much so that I don't get found and that we don't have to go through a bunch of stuff that makes no fucking sense, right? Let's keep it small. At least we can keep the integrity that we choose in these live streams here. Although we're always evolving, we possess deeply held values that we do not compromise. Your personal integrity matters. So if you're feeling pressure to say yes when your heart says no, or to be something you're not, listen to the message of Agrine Spirit brings you. Now's the time to remember the importance of being reliable and impeccable with your word. If you really want to say no, do not say yes for now and try to correct your mistake later. That is so important. And this is a lifelong thing for me where it's like, well, I'll say yes even if I don't want to, but then the universe will show me if I'm meant to be there or not. Something will happen if I'm not meant to go. Okay, yeah, that's true. But I'm a fucking liar because instead of saying no, I don't want to go. Or no, I'm not participating in this. No, I don't want to be there. When it would have been way easier to be just honest, no matter who's pissed, no matter who's hurt, no matter what somebody else feels, than to say yes, but then throw out the wish and desire that, right? Like how we work against our own authenticity. I'm not brave enough to say, no, I don't want to do this. But hey, then I'm praying to the universe, please keep me home. Don't let me go if I'm not meant to be there. Well, I knew I was already not meant to be there because I didn't want to go, but I didn't have the balls to fucking say it, right? So that's one thing for myself that I've always had to work on, and you know what I mean? And I've tried, especially in the last years, to be like, no, I don't want to participate. Or hey, if I feel like it at the last minute, then I'll be there. Then I will, you know? Hey, Matrix Man. Are you still on vacay, dude? Just wondering. Is it windy, gusty for you today, dude? And last question, Matrix Man. Do you have a hazy, thick fucking sky right now, too? Now that I've asked you, 3 questions. Hey, damn river boys. Oh, my God. I popped into your stream. I was there for a while, but I only put the one emoji yesterday, and I didn't feel like talking. I was really looking at the background, but I have to say, I'm going to be really honest. Are you here, damn river boys? Put up your hand. I got distracted by your butt. Nice jeans, dude. And I'm just going to say that once. Let's pretend I didn't. Lily laughs in the back. Yeah. Nice jeans, dude. Gotta say. Oh my God. Okay. So back to this. Don't say yes for now and then try to correct later. People might struggle to accept your truth and your decisions, but stick to them. Be solid and consistent, because what matters to you deep down matters to the conscious universe. And that's the thing, is that if you truly stay consistent with saying no, people do get used to it over time. And if they don't, well, too bad. You know what I mean? But seriously, when you put up the boundaries, when you get known for, well, Michelle's only going to come if she really wants to come. Michelle's only going to come if she's feeling the energy that day, right? And that's it. Oh my God! Special needs moms talks. Oh, I've gotten married to be polite. Yeah, honestly, might have been better. I was 19, seriously though. Listen to the inner voice. Oh my God. Yeah, the whole planning the wedding, and then when it comes to the day is like, I shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, back the fuck away. It don't matter how much money you've invested, right, sweetie? For myself, I've only been married once for real with, a ceremony legally and all that stuff. And I can honestly say from the bottom of my toes that as I was heading towards the church and I was outside of the church before walking in, I knew I wanted to. I thought it was for the rest of my life. All of that. I stand by my 11 years that I spent with my partner. Like, I stand by the whole 11 years. And I can honestly say that the very day that I realized what the fuck is wrong with me, and I realized me and my husband had no intimacy, no true relationships, that we were crack-a-lacking, slacking in being a man and a wife, I left the next day. I didn't spend a week or a month or a year. I never talked to a bunch of girlfriends and told them how I was feeling. he knew in, the 24 hours when I knew. And I would even say 12. It hit me like a fucking boom, ton of bricks, and there was no going back or looking back, and I couldn't pretend. I could not pretend even for 2 days. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't. I physically couldn't fucking pretend. Good night, Alex. Have a good sleep. Amber asks Matrix Man, how was camping? You're back to work? Okay. Very hazy sky. Same here. Yeah. Matrix, camping was fun? Good. Did you camp or were you in a cabin? Just wondering. Alex, the sky in Romania has been clear blue for 3 days. Right on, damn River Boys, you laughing because I noticed your jeans. Yes, I noticed your jeans. And I'm gonna be honest, I cried. I was watching your stream and I cried because I haven't had a boat ride or kayak since 2019. And we're 2023. And when I gave up my kayaks, I never thought that I would be ever another summer without one. And watching your live stream yesterday is just that I can't manifest my own boat or my own kayaks. I can understand that from some level, but that I haven't manifested friends, people in my life to be able to do certain activities with blows my mind. That's never happened to me in my life. You know what I mean? Bah! Damn River Boys, as if best looking. You're funny. Thank you though, but best. You're funny. Hey DJ Is. Dude, how did that video manifest yesterday? The one with the, I forget the name of the song. I shared it. I think I shared it in my community posts. The one with like the Day of the Dead kind of face paint. Was that you and people you know? Like that video was amazing. Or is that like AI stuff or something and I'm just like not fucking savvy about that stuff? Yeah, Damn River Boys, if you're around here, I'd take you on the boat. I need a good fishing partner. Yeah, but that's the thing is like I am an excellent fucking sidekick and like best friend too, you know? I've never not had close, safe, masculine friends until this time in my life. Never. You know what I mean? Like and in the last couple of years when I meet dudes and they would want to date, and it's like, no, I wouldn't really want to date, but can we be friends? And it's like, no, why would I be your friend if you don't want to, be the benefits? And it's like, fuck, what the fuck? How does it work? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Hi, Nez. How are you, sweetie? Thanks for being here. Roar. I was in, Scully, Caucasian Sasquatch, I think, the other dude's name. He did like a collab stream. It was really cool. It was really beautiful the way the comments at one point and certain things were just like, they were talking about doing another musical and somebody in the comments was like, it's fine, Nez can do anything. And it was just so beautiful. Like I'm an elevator and I like elevation energy, right? So all the positive comments and stuff was amazing. Plus I was able to catch the last installments or segments or whatever of when you guys did the Wizard of Oz and your voice, just I love it, Nez. DJ is I find the clips and then I put them together. Well, you did good, dude. I don't often watch content and it moved me. It was really well done. Mantic, the metaphysician. He's funny. Get your butt up here and be blue. And I can't bring your butt up here. I tried to StreamYard earlier, and I don't know if anybody tells me like that it showed up in your stuff, but it wasn't showing up for me. So I don't know if it actually I manifested the beginning of a stream or not, because I was feeling like today I don't want to hold. I've been streaming by myself for 3 years, right? I can hold the room and the stream for hours and hours and hours. But today I was feeling like I'd like to exchange the energy. And so I started a StreamYard and I stayed patient for almost 4 full minutes, wondering, is this working? Is it not? And I couldn't find it on my second device. So I was like, I guess it's not working. It's not meant to be. Mantic, so do you want to date or... I don't. I actually don't date. I've never dated. I either know or I know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand the concept of dating. Like, I mean, I know I want to, in my younger days, gonna say it straight up, I know I want the fucking action. I know I want affection. I know I want to feel sexy. I know I want to get down with somebody. Then I already know who it would be. Otherwise, there's nobody. Like, the potential. I don't know if that makes sense in this world right now where people, go on apps and, switch people and like, how the fuck do you, I know I'm meant to be with somebody or not. I know that something's going to last or it's just for a little bit of time or not. Right? Me too. Thank you, Mantic. You get it. Dates tend to happen after the actual merging for me as well. So the whole like concept of a blind date, somebody setting me up, or a first date, and I don't even know somebody per se, and we go somewhere and the person's wondering, am I going to have to pay? Is she going to pay? Should I touch her? Should I not? Should I do this? Should I not? Like, that's just stupid to me, because I can look somebody in the eye and say like, nothing's happening, or hey, right? I'm very able to ask for what I want and what I don't want, right? So it's not very hard to look somebody in the eye and say like, I'm really into you, you want to get it on? And even put the limit of, you want to make out? Because that's it. That's all I want to do right now, right? Let's make out. Let's make out. Why not? Like, fuck. Thank you. I try not to bring too much attention to the stuff, so okay. Mark, remember when 101 Dalmatians? Now it's always been 101 Dalmatians. The dog, Dalmatian, was also Cruella de Vil. Now Cruella de Vil. Nice, really? That's funny. I'm of the Mandela effect, but I'm not of the they are doing it. We are. So the more people look at movies, watch for lyrics to change, watch for logos to change, they're going to change because that's what everyone's focusing on. If everyone who believed in the Mandela effects started looking at the fucking maps of this world and started to believe that the borders would be gone or changed places, boom, that's what we'd be manifesting. And for myself, that's my perspective, and I stand by it until it can be disproved. We manifest this reality. We are being distracted all the fucking time. All the time. It's working. Imagine if we had focus. Mark, don't believe that, because many Mandela changes, we all agree, are different. But just because we are here and we are focused and we think we know something, there's many other people across the world thinking certain things as well that don't come and check in on YouTube. That, you know what I mean? So Everything is derived from the elite down for us to be distracted and all, right? And it works. It's working everywhere. Imagine, right? If we stop being distracted and focused for real. Like, I mean, we could, by the end of the week, boom, that's it. We're in a whole other realm and reality. People fucking arguing about flat earth or all this shit. None of that matters. None of it matters. What do we want the earth to be? That's what matters. That's what's real. But, right? Yeah, Mantic as well, where you say dates tend to happen after the merging. The older that I become, the more that my gifts come online, I see soul contracts. So I don't believe in coincidence. And I know that my life has been all soul contracts. And so if I see someone who's masculine that I could be potentially attracted to that rocks me even just a little bit, gives me an effect, I look into our timelines. Do I have a soul contract with that person? Or am I going to start flirting with that person, opening my heart a little bit, and basically flirting with someone else's future man? Right? So if I look into the timelines and there's nothing to do with me and my daughter in the future, why the fuck would I fuck with that person? Right? In intimacy, sexuality, when I can actually be that person's friend so that that person has an open heart when their actual partner comes into their reality. And that might sound really weird, but I've been doing this a long time and my gifts are really wide open, and so is my third eye and all that stuff. So there was times in the first year I was on YouTube where there was a certain masculine who had an energy that, you know, he was convinced. You can go back into some of my videos. It's still in the comments. I'm yours, you're mine, blah, 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 and da, da, da. And it's like, no, no, no. And then that's it. I could see his future baby. I could see his future partner. It's even happened to me in real life where I had allowed myself to be with someone, and as we were kissing, I saw his future partner behind him over his shoulder. She wasn't really there, but I had the vision of her. And boom, within a month, they were together. I remember I backed away and I was like, I'm done. I just, yeah, we're done. We're done. And within a month, she was in his life. So, you know, why would I fuck with somebody else's future person if I've already had the vision and knowing, right? Smoke and mirrors. Card number 42. Seeing through the lens of past conditioning. The inability to recognize the truth of what's being offered. Healing from misguided perceptions. Moving beyond the illusion of separation. Being accountable for your biases and the way that you view the world. We're actually built to view the world inaccurately. Our five senses tell us we're separate from one another. We're conditioned to see time as linear. We're conditioned to be distracted and separated. This creates a consciousness of delineation, separation, and finality. We have an innate fear that what we see is all there is. And although we know deep down there's more, we're always suspicious of it. Exactly. Miracle will happen right in front of you, and instead of being grateful, you try to decrypt it all, right? Why? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Well, fuck. Our fear of death results from this kind of perception. Would you have ever guessed before the COVID timeline that humans were so afraid of dying that they would put masks on themselves, their children, for years at a time? Would you have ever guessed that people are so afraid to die that they would, you know, get injections year after year, timeline after timeline? What was it, 4 in a year here in Canada? As far as I know, they're on the 7th, right? How afraid of dying do you got to be just be like accepting all these things? blows my mind. The entire world is a construct of smoke and mirrors, and it's our job to discover the truth that lies behind the illusion. Discoveries at the frontiers of science align with what the ancients have known. At the atomic level, we're blinking lights in empty space. Consciousness is fundamental, time can be bent, and we are eternal. Time can be bent. That's important. Ask yourself if what you see is really what you're looking for. What do you sense beyond your intellectual assessment of what is? Can you drop into your heart and soul, call for a vision, a feeling, and an awareness of truth and authenticity? Every day, remind yourself you are intrinsically connected to all of life. The universe needs you to learn about it. You have within your extraordinary magic within you to co-create life beyond your wildest expectations. Today, trust the inner voice that reminds you that you truly will find what you seek and more, even if the outer conditions appear to challenge that, because it's all smoke and mirrors. Nothing is exactly as it seems. And 2 cards fell out. Smoke and mirrors, and the second one is exposed and revealed. Healing shame, the imposter syndrome, letting go of self-condemnation, freedom from past unresolved wounds, focusing on self-worth, the underlying beauty of rejection. When you experience shame, you don't just feel like you've done something wrong, you feel like you are wrong. You feel fundamentally flawed. Know that life loves you and the universe does not make junk, only magic. However, many social interactions, especially online, are seeped in distorted, unhealthy ways of expressing pain by shaming. Here's the way out of this. See shame as the heart-wrenching cry for help that it is. Consider whether you could have been triggered in the outer world by unresolved issues that matched all of your inner pain points. If someone is shaming you, perhaps you triggered them. How miserable they gotta be to expend their energy on such toxicity. They're drinking poison and they're hoping you're gonna get sick. You cannot love someone out of their shame. You can only show compassion for both them and yourself, set a healthy boundary, and refuse to fan the flames. Exactly. What are you enabling when you pay attention to certain things, right? Look upon shame as an opportunity for growth, evolution, healing, and freedom. With this in mind, can you let go of your attachment to control? Admit that this emotion isn't something you have power over and surrender it to a higher power. There's a sacred quality and vulnerability that's inherent with admitting you can't do this alone. When you allow yourself to be laid open this way, you gain a beautiful new perspective, and the healed shame has an infinite power of the divine to set you free. I'm going to pull one more card, take a break, and then I'm going to be wrapping up the stream. Swan energy. Card number 10, open your heart. The truth of our world, nature, and environment is love. This is eternal love that makes no demands, it has no expectations, and it does not place limits or conditions on us. There's an opportunity for each and every person to experience love at its deepest level if you're willing to be open. Love can and will flow into your heart only if you allow it. Love can and will flow into your heart only if you allow it. It will change your perspective, your nature, your very nature, and it'll hold you and it'll give you the strength to endure hardship. Take a moment, open your heart, allow love to bring joy, serenity, renewed energy, passion, and total, unrelenting happiness. Hi, me knows you. Yeah, I recognize you. Yes, your partner is amazingly loving and he speaks about you positively. I love that. Hi, Genevieve. My other half told me about you, Simon, from Project MGTF. I like the vibes very much so far. I'm happy you came in. One of the things that I love the best is, right, when somebody has their channel and stuff, is to know, even if they're feminine or masculine, right, if their partner doesn't want to be part of the show, part of the live stream, part of the videos, like I like to at least know, right, their names and who they are and stuff. And so it's been over 2 months, I think, that I was in a live stream and there you were. And I thought that was cool. So thanks for coming in. Michelle says, I came in and open your heart. Roar. I am going to move around and take a short break. It won't be super long, but I'm trying to stay within me as I stream, because sometimes I go so long that I don't want to be depleted by the time I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for welcoming people in, Jelly Jungle. That's awesome. The little things, guys. Hey, that way. I want it that way. Much love back to you, Mitch. Ooze, ooze. Thank you, Genevieve. You're a kind person. Oh, wow, Michelle, that's spooky. Hey, hey. I love it. My first name is Michelle, spelled exactly like Michelle Canham Free. So it's like a big sync for us. Michelle, we're basking in 80 degrees. Roar, baby. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't do degrees very well. It's like between 16 and 18. It's very hazy, cloudy. The gusts of wind seem to have simmered down a little bit for now. we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm only gonna grab a few more cards and then I'm gonna be done. I'm feeling like I just kind of want to partake of being outside before if it chooses to actually rain. I can't tell. It could either be all around us and we don't get it or not. Who knows? Hazy shade. Is how's Nate doing today? Lily has grown so much that Nate looks tiny to me in the pictures that you've been sharing, Mitch. She's grown so much. She's practically my height, right? And so it's just like I see other kids sometimes. It's like, but they're so little. They look so little to me because Lily's just like looking her in the eye, right? She could take me down, and I gotta be careful. He's doing wonderful. How are you, Lily Rose? We're doing good. I'm not choosing to divulge details of anything personal or detailed right now, but I've had clarity, Mitch, this weekend of why my timelines, why things aren't manifesting the way I want them to. And so I've had the clarity of something and why certain things couldn't happen a certain way. And it's so refreshing because I've been just so much stuff going through me, like fear and anxiety, like on and off for months now, of not being able to manifest something a certain way because I want it this way. And so the clarity of why we still have to be here, why we still have to be in this house, why we still have to be here has come full circle. And it's so refreshing because that feeling of what the fuck is wrong with me? If I want this, why isn't this, and this working out the way that it should? Right? So it's a really cool feeling. And it's that thing of, that's what my spirit and my soul has been telling me, that there's a reason we're still here. But being told eternally for years, there's a reason why you're somewhere. You know what I mean? Enough. So the full circle. I think I did share the Lori Ladd vid today. I don't remember her speaking from the perspective of certain things. I just thought that she was spot on for some stuff she was saying as I was listening. I didn't listen to the whole stream front to back. And that if anybody needed what she was saying today, that I would share her out. Right? Just because I share certain people out doesn't mean I watched everything front to back or that I resonate with every single thing. But she did speak on that. It was short. I think she did. You're right. Because in a moment, I was like, shit, I was busy cooking. And I was like, I should timestamp this. I should actually be recording this and make a short vid. Because it's so pertinent for me right now. The aha of why the stuff I want from our future is always being, it's just not happening, right? So. Blonde blue eyes would smile every time we locked eyes. Yeah, it's a cool feeling because I was starting to really feel afraid even more of like, what the fuck? If it's nothing's manifesting, is it because the whole timeline is not potentially for us? And, you know, I'm completely off track of certain things, or like what? And I've been demanding of the universe, like, show me fucking why, right? Like, fuck. And I finally got it. Patience and trust, yeah. Yeah, but those can become they can become hollow, right? Those words to have patience and trust if our higher self, the universe, never shows us some sort of aha, epiphany, clarity, right? So just having the knowing of the why has helped my body to feel more anchored and grounded, because the thing that's coming, it makes me so happy, right? It makes me so happy. And I could have never guessed or known until now, you know? Anyways, I'm sorry I'm not being detailed or anything. It will all show itself, believe me, sooner than later in the next 2.5 weeks. I'll be very verbal and open about it once it's happened. I don't want to put any rails blocking my own timeline by saying certain things out loud. Especially last year in July and August, end of July, beginning of August, I was so excited and so happy about so many different little things and talking about it so openly that like everything went to shit in ways that I feel if I hadn't shared certain things openly, that I'm not saying it would have been different. There was that naivete about me that I feel I'm being watched by people who love me, and I forget that other people who don't have mine and Lily's best interests at heart watch as well. So, if I'm sharing a wish openly or sharing something magical for me openly, that someone else is thinking yucky thoughts and hoping it all goes to shit. If that makes any sense at all. Yes. Yes, Mitch, exactly. You wrote that in my last stream, I think, too. She who has the why can bear almost anyhow, Nietzsche. And it's exactly that. Now that I know why, I can completely, like, head to toe, understand why it's important. It's so multi-layered that I'd be right here. And the potential of it to be one of the most graceful exits from a certain timeline in my whole life is right there. I love it. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. Yes, keep it close to the vest. Yep. Yep. Especially right now, I find that there's just like a lot of distortion, right? People acting one way, but then embodying other things. And I just, yeah. Card number 37, kin, family. Before you came here, you were connected to other star beings who resonate and vibrate at a similar level. They're your soul family. And you chose to separate when you came to Earth so you could learn what you needed to know. But now is the time for reconnection. You feel that surge in your heart and remembering in your bones to call these beings into your life so that you might be in relationships together. The soul family is close, and you're ready to be surrounded by those who feel like home. I shared a video earlier. I can't remember the channel because I'll never probably watch her again. I don't usually watch videos like that. It's the second to last one about just certain family dynamics. And I was just, it was word for word spot on with everything that I've lived in the last 50 years. And just how I've always searched for that feeling of home. yes, my family's my family, but they've never felt like my family in a way that, you know what I mean? I've always believed and known of soul family. This soul family is close, and you're ready to be surrounded by those who feel like home. Trust the new connections you're making or lifelong ties. Your closest kin has arrived. Invite a deeper sense of love, commitment, and soul remembering into your life. It's time for more meaningful connections, beauty, and community to touch you. Perhaps you've outgrown certain relationships or experienced friendships falling away, and this card confirms that all is well and that you have the experience that's been necessary for your soul to grow and learn. Be the frequency you wish to receive. Today's Milky's birthday. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I knew the numbers of today. I have shivers everywhere. I knew the numbers of today. That the 23 was something. I'm going to go back in time and grab my stream and share it. That means we're at the month date. Yesterday was Sleuths. Right on. Happy birthday, Steve. Michelle, soul runs deeper than blood. The soul ties versus the bloodlines. I believe that much is true. I'm going to find... You still here, Dan River Boys? Right on. I thought I would scare you off with my jeans comment. I didn't really think I would scare you off. I'm just going to share it as a post.
Have to prove that to anybody. And that, you know, that pissed him off, like, really big time.
June 19th.
It insulted him when I told him my favorite thing to do was when I was just me, no child, to go for a drive and then just stop randomly.
Oh my God, that feels like baby me that I'm listening to.
And write and free flow. And that really, you know, just because I showed him a free flow and told him I didn't change anything. I didn't even spell check. And, you know, just he the person.
Wow, thank you, Mitch. I'm glad you came in today to remind me. This is the stream. I put it up in my community posts, but this is the stream with Milky and Kent. Wow. It is super beautiful, eh? Ouj, ouj. Michelle says, I met both Milky and Sleuth in a call-in YouTube show back in 2026? Holy shitballs! You guys were in the future? Michelle, they'd both call in. 2026. Right on, Mitch. 2016. I kind of figured that's what you meant, but that was a cool sync, right? Y'all met each other in the future and then you came back to find us. Right? Let's go back in time and find them. Fuck off, it's bright as fuck. The future's so bright I gotta wear shades. I love it. Oh. Speaking of shades, alright? There are. Oh my God. Oh, I love it. You can't make that up of having written it like that. Damn River Boys, I'm not gonna scare you. Oh my gosh. Wow. I was weird listening to myself. I feel like just so many layers away, right, from that me that I was, and then still consistent with most of my stuff. I'm hearing what I was saying, and it's like that's the same way I would tell the story still, right? I lost the card. It fell to my feet somewhere. Hello? Oh, there it is. Okay, the card went way down below. Michelle, maybe we did time travel. We do, right? Even if we might not perceive it from our humanness. Hi, Robin. Can only stay for 20 minutes, just listening. Love to all. Roar, thanks for telling me that you're there. I was thinking about you earlier, in the bestest way. Cheesy grin for sure, eh, Mitch? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Owl spirit, you see clearly now. The owl spirit arrives to remind you that the wisdom within you is informed by your keen senses and the wisdom within the consciousness we all share. Even in the darkest night, the owl sees clearly and is guided by every sense that it has, including the first sense of intuition. Right now, your sensitivities are turbocharged and you're receiving messages from all directions. Owl Spirit reminds you, be wise, pay attention to what's between the lines, what's invisible to the naked eye, what cannot be heard with the ears, and what others might not be able to perceive. With all your senses aroused, you have so much knowledge available to you. And clarity will come as you sit with all that you're sensing, allowing your intuition to guide you into understanding the whole and not just the parts. Let your wisdom arise and be your guide as you trust the acuity of all of your senses. Intuition is real, and it can provide the clarity you need to understand your situation right now. And protection message. Are you feeling overwhelmed and overpowered by all that you are sensing? Are you highly sensitive right now and in information overload, feeling too much and taking in too much stimulation? And the antidote for overwhelm is to become more grounded. Return to your safe nest so wisdom can offer you clarity and guide you on managing the flow. Take a break. Ground yourself into the reality of your everyday senses. Go for a walk in nature. Perhaps you can lay on the ground or hug a tree or just stroll down the street beneath the soothing sky so that you can regroup and clear your energy field. Your wisdom and ability to make sense of all you are feeling and experiencing will return as Owl Spirit reminds you of your need to get clear. It's important. Double spider energy, the first one earlier was card number 48, Spider Woman, Destiny. Whole other deck, different authors, different artists, and then this one, Spider Spirits, 56, Make Your Dreams Real. Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. Weaving your dreams into the fabric of life begins with a single thread of intention, and then Spirit joins you as your co-weaving partner. Take but a single steps to make your dreams a reality, and Spirit will take 10 towards you. For the universe is designed to support your dream weaving. Spider Spirit arrives when you need reminding of the awesome power of co-creation with Spirit. Ideas and resources begin to appear as if by magic as you begin to bring your dreams from the realm of intention into the world of the senses where they take form. The action you need to take is to be clear about your intentions and act as if you have become the one that lives the life you desire. The web of creation has an uncanny way of coming together to weave the beautiful patterns you set into motion. Another message of Spider Spirit is about any creative project you might be considering. Writing, painting, music, journaling, gardening, etc. Whatever it is, now is the time when inspiration wants to be channeled through you as something creative, artistic, and tangible. Creative projects are successful right now. If you are so inclined, let yourself be open to that abundant muse energy. I'm going to grab a third from this deck. Trinity. Oops. Maybe I won't grab it, it'll just fall out. Elephant. Learn from the past. Card number 25. 2 and 5 is 7. Although we often wish we could leave the past behind, Elephant Spirit reminds us that memories matter. We must respect the wisdom of the elders who hand us down, the traditions they shape to express our connection to each other and respect for the community. I'm gonna call that card out and basically say, guess what? Not everybody's blessed to have actual elders in their reality. Not all people grew into wisdom. Many people who should be the elder, who is the one who makes sure that there's a certain serenity and harmony to families or communities, are playing that role, right? So just because someone is of a certain age doesn't mean they're wise, and it certainly doesn't mean that they're doing things for the greater good. And I said it. You don't get a free pass because you're a certain age to be called wise or to have, respect a certain way. If that makes any sense at all. Uju, you're so right. Yeah, I forget. It's been about a month now. There was a certain quote that came up. And it was like, I think it's in my community post, but it was so perfect, like eloquently said what I'm not saying as eloquently, that, much of our elders don't remember. Much of our elders are still in toxic cycles. They didn't separate themselves from, certain toxicity. They're of the drama, right? They're of perpetuating gossip instead of stopping it in its tracks, right? So, as much as, in a certain dynamic, that's what would be, but we're not all blessed to have that. So especially those of you who feel like, I do have one or more elders, right? That energy of wisdom that I can go to, or realized how blessed you are. We don't all have that, right? We really don't. What has come before, what we are experiencing today, and we must never forget the legacy of strength and dignity. And again, not all of our families or communities have left us with a legacy of strength and dignity. And you know what I mean? For real, it ain't pretty. Elephant Spirit appears with the message that we are to acknowledge that which we came before us and learn from it. I'm going to stop reading because otherwise I'm just going to completely every sentence kind of go and say the actual higher up perspective. And that's it. shall earn with experience, not the number of years. Indeed, there are people who are much younger than I am that I consider of an elder like energy because they're such old souls, and because in this lifetime they're actually in embodiment, right? So the connection is not because of age, it's because of the soul spark, the soul aspect, and the free will of that person to do the inner work and, consistently. It's going to be one of the last cards. I don't do long goodbyes. I do a lot of last calls. I'm almost done. But then when I'm done, I'm done. So just letting you guys know. It's like there's one more little thing that needs to come up as a message today. Could be somebody in the background asking specific questions or needing specific guidance, and just listen. It'll come up if it's meant to come through me. Roar, penguin energy, lovey-dovey penguin energy. Lovey-dovey penguins. 41. Soulmates. Harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, relationship, fostering personal growth. Roar. Who's listening to you is like a meditation to me. Roar, thank you. Thank you. You're meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It's always a reciprocal experience, although the results vary for each of us. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you towards them, and sometimes by the strong aversion to them initially as well. You ever notice that? Sometimes it isn't love at first sight. It's like, ew, at first sight. Because someone is such a mirror reflection of me, for example, it'll be like, ew, right? It's like almost like listening to myself, but maybe not all the parts of myself that I actually love the bestest. And so that can be like, instead of the knowing of like the feeling of finding someone and I have that ew or ick, and when I go a little deeper, it's because, right, there's something inside of me that I'm not loving about me enough that is making me feel ew about somebody else, because that person is really important for me long term, if that makes any sense at all. Soulmates, excuse me, can be friends for life, or they can remain in your life for just a short time. No matter what, you'll be changed in ways you can't possibly fathom now, so pay attention to these people today, because they are your greatest gifts. Relationship message. Consider love in the deepest sense, a love so powerful that you will never be the same, regardless of how long your relationship lasts. Consider friendship and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude. They break you open so that you finally claim who you're meant to be. Even, and this is important, especially right now, just even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who's being rescued and healed, right? A lot of us have soul animals in our life right now that were meant to come into our life to be a part of our energy in our home, and they came into our life sometimes in ways that was so miraculous. You cannot make this shit up, of how we got our cat, for example, a few years back, right? And how meant to be, just like boom, that's our dude. Me, Lily, and Bo, right? And how important he is to mine and Lily's energy, for real. Pay attention. You are in the presence of a soulmate come to guide you home to the real you. We'll see about that. Protection message. An important relationship brings you to your knees. This is the kind of soulmate who comes in with a powerful gift. Your patterns and all your old stories that don't serve your well-being enter into this dynamic so you can heal them. This person is called to a sacred task to help you learn, even when it seems uncomfortable, sticky, or inconceivable. The question is not, why did he or she do this to me, but rather, what is the gift in this? Look into this mirror, and you'll be changed for the better. Hi, Jimmy Shively. How you doing? Welcome in. I'm about to stop. And then finish with one more card. One more card. One more. Just one more. One more. One more. Just one. Gula, healing. Gula, the Babylonian goddess of medicine and healing, has come to guide you as a blessing and for your well-being. You're being invited to address the areas of your life that need healing. Perhaps you moved so quickly through your life you forgot about self-care. Perhaps the stories you told yourself about who you are need healing. We don't always see that we're hurting ourselves and others. Take heart, for Gula comes into your world as your ally, saying that now is the most auspicious time to focus on healing in all aspects of your life. And only good things will come from these actions now. In fact, now is the perfect time when you can be assured that you can heal rifts with others as well. Be sincere and call upon Gula for this precious commitment. You could also be guided to the path of the healer now, and if so, the goddess Gula supports this wholeheartedly. You just need to be willing, respect others, do no harm. The miracles arise as if out of nowhere. So, there's only a few people here, but I found something the other day, and I'm going to show it. I can't find, is it here? Can't find the ticket stub that goes with it. I've got a bunch of other ones. But, okay. Oh, it's right there. Duh. You can barely see Metallica, Saturday, April. I can't read the date. Anyways, this is my original Metallica stickers. The first time I ever saw them with Queensryche. I can't read the fucking date. 1989, Saturday, April, something, 1989. And this is the toilet paper that I kept from James Hetfield. No, I was not in the bathroom with him. Not that creepy. Somebody had thrown a whole roll of toilet paper on the stage, so he threw it back out. And I know it seems weird to share, but I found it the other day, and I was like, I knew I still had it. I love it. You know, the quality toilet paper is quality when it's still good after 1989. I've got extra toilet paper if ever I'm in a pinch. Oh my god. And yep, that's how I'm going to end the live stream. And I found my original Pokey too. I love you guys. Have a super night.